The main bulk of our parsha, Parshat Tazria-Metzora, deals with the laws of negaim, of tzarat, of leprosy. And within all the details, one case stands out very specifically. It says that if the leprosy, which is usually a bright color, covers all the body of the person, v'chista tzarat et kol or hanega, merosho ve'ad raglav, from head to toe, lechol marei einei hakohen, so in that case, the person is pure, he's taho. And we ask ourselves, what sense does this make? If it covers all his body, the more, it's even worse than a regular case. So why would the person be pure? And for this, we look closer into the verses, and we see something else that strikes our mind. It says, Lechol marei einei hakohen, and Chazal learn that the concealed parts of the body don't count. That means, if the leprosy covers the whole body, as much as the Kohen can see, even if it's not in the concealed parts, so the person is pure. And we ask ourselves, again, one, it's counterintuitive as we said before, and number two is, what do I care if the Kohen can see it or can't see it? If we're talking about, or the person is a leper, or he's not a leper, what do I care if it's in concealed areas or not in concealed areas? And to answer this, we look into the Gemara and Sanhedrin, and the Gemara and Sanhedrin says that there are rules that are similar to the rules of judgment in court and to the Kohen looking at negaim, at tzarat. For instance, court judgments have to be done in the daytime, and so a Kohen has to look at a Metzora only in the daytime, which means is that when a Kohen is looking at the tzarat, he's not only dealing with theoretical knowledge. Just like a judge who's sitting in court, it's not enough to be a big rabbi and to know a lot of things. He has to pass a judgment on the specific case that's before him. And the same goes to the Kohen. It's not, he could have learned a lot of years, he could have studied a lot, but at the end of the day, he's passing a judgment on a specific case that's standing in front of him. That is what the Gemara is trying to tell us. And what do we learn from this? So this case where the leper has leprosy all over his body is teaching us a very important lesson. Because just like passing judgments, the Gemara says that regarding capital punishment, if a court, if unanimously thinks that a person is guilty, he's acquitted, which seems again counterintuitive. But the reason is that the Torah teaches us that when you pass a judgment, you have to be able to weigh both sides. If you're seeing only one thing, it means you're not thinking about the case properly. You didn't judge it properly. Sanhedrin shera'u kulam lechova, the person is acquitted. So, which means that if a person is seeing only one color, he's probably colorblind. And that is what the Torah is telling us. If the Kohen sees the person, and he sees only one color, he can't see even one good spot in the person, if you can't see even one positive thing, that means the problem is not with the person, it's a problem with the eyesight or with the judgment of the Kohen. And therefore, the Torah says he's taho. In other words, what I think we learn from this is that it's okay to criticize. It's only okay to criticize if you can also see positive things. If you can see both sides, it's okay to pass judgment, and you also need to know how to compliment. But if you're seeing only criticism, so then you have to check yourself, and maybe we need to look at things a bit better and see the positive too. Shabbat Shalom.